It's April 2026, you're checking your phone for the 100th time today, and you're wondering the same thing everyone else is asking. Will my Galaxy device finally get the stable One UI 8.5 update this month? If you've been waiting patiently for months, watching beta testers show off all those smooth animations and new Galaxy AI features, you're not alone. I've been following Samsung's software update patterns for years, and today, I'm going to give you the honest truth about what's really happening with One UI 8.5. No false promises, just the facts based on Samsung's track record and what we're seeing right now. We'll also dive into some exciting features coming to One UI 9, including a game-changing tap-to-share feature that works just like Apple's NameDrop. Plus, I'll show you exactly how to check if your device is eligible and what you can expect in the coming months. So grab your Galaxy device, make sure you're subscribed for more Samsung updates, and let's get into it. Let me start with the question everyone's asking. Will April 2026 be the month your Samsung Galaxy device gets One UI 8.5? The short answer is yes, most likely. But let me explain why I'm confident about this timeline and what it means for your specific device. First, let's talk about where we stand right now with One UI 8.5. The beta program has been running for several months, and it's been surprisingly stable. Beta 8, which rolled out a few weeks ago, feels more like a final release than a testing version. I've been using it on my Galaxy S25, and the experience has been incredibly smooth. The battery life improvements are real, the animations are buttery smooth, and the new Galaxy AI features actually work as shown. When beta software reaches this level of polish, it usually means Samsung is getting ready to flip the switch to stable. Here's what's driving Samsung to release One UI 8.5 stable in April. The company is already preparing for the next major update cycle. Android 17 beta launched recently, and Samsung typically likes to have a clean slate before diving into the next version. They can't keep running One UI 8.5 beta forever because it would push back the entire development timeline. Samsung has also been listening to user feedback, and the Galaxy community has been vocal about wanting these new features. The improved quick share functionality alone has people excited. The enhanced multitasking features are a big deal for foldable users. And the camera improvements, especially in low-light situations, are something photography enthusiasts have been requesting for months. Now let's talk about which devices will get the update first. Samsung follows a very predictable rollout pattern, and understanding this pattern helps set realistic expectations. The S25 series devices will be first in line. This includes the S25, S25 Plus, and S25 Ultra. These phones were the first to join the beta program, so they'll be first to get the stable release. I'm expecting the rollout to start around mid-April, probably the second or third week of the month. The Z Fold 7 and Z Flip 7 will follow closely behind. Samsung has been treating their foldable lineup as premium devices, so they get priority treatment in software updates. These devices might even get the update in the same wave as the S25 series. The Galaxy S24 series is where things get interesting. The S24, S24 Plus, and S24 Ultra are definitely getting One UI 8.5. The timing will depend on your region and carrier, but I'd expect the rollout to begin by late April or early May. Samsung typically waits a week or two after the newest flagship series to ensure there are no major issues. For the Galaxy Z Fold 6 and Z Flip 6, you're looking at a similar timeline to the S24 series. Maybe a few days later, but definitely within the same general time frame. Older devices like the S23 series will have to wait a bit longer. Samsung hasn't officially confirmed the timeline for these devices, but based on previous patterns, expect the rollout to begin in May or June. The Galaxy A series is always last in line for major updates. If you have a recent Galaxy A device that's eligible for One UI 8.5, you're probably looking at a summer release. Samsung focuses on their flagship and premium mid-range devices first, then works their way down the lineup. Regional differences also play a huge role in when you'll see the update. Korean and European users almost always get updates first. This has been Samsung's pattern for years, and One UI 8.5 will likely follow the same approach. If you're in North America, you might see the update a few days to a week after the initial rollout. Carrier-locked devices face additional delays. Your wireless carrier needs to test and approve the update before it reaches your phone. This can add anywhere from a few days to several weeks to the timeline. If you have an unlocked Galaxy device, you'll typically get updates faster than carrier-locked versions. Now let's talk about what makes One UI 8.5 worth the wait. The performance improvements are immediately noticeable. Samsung has optimized the animation system, so everything feels more responsive. App launching is faster, switching between apps is smoother, and even simple tasks like opening the notification panel feel more refined. Battery life gets a significant boost thanks to better power management. Samsung has improved how the system handles background apps and optimized display refresh rate management. Many beta testers are reporting an extra hour or two of screen-on time compared to One UI 8. The Galaxy AI features are where Samsung is really pushing forward. The improved photo editing tools use artificial intelligence to enhance your pictures automatically. The smart text selection works across more apps and supports additional languages. And the enhanced voice-to-text functionality is surprisingly accurate, even in noisy environments. Quick Share gets major improvements in One UI 8.5. File transfers are faster and more reliable. The interface is cleaner and easier to use. And Samsung has expanded compatibility with more device types. While we're talking about One UI 8.5, let's look ahead to what's coming next. One UI 9 is already in early development, and we're getting some exciting previews of what Samsung has planned. The biggest new feature is a tap-to-share system that works just like Apple's NameDrop. You'll be able to touch the top of your Galaxy phone to another compatible device and instantly share contacts, photos, or files. This feature uses NFC technology, so it works quickly and doesn't require any complicated setup. Just bring your phone close to another device, and the sharing interface appears automatically. Google is building similar functionality into Android 17, which means this tap-to-share feature will likely work with non-Samsung devices too. This could be a game changer for file sharing, especially in situations where you need to quickly exchange contact information or send a photo to someone nearby. Android 17 also brings major privacy improvements, especially for location services. The new system gives you much more control over when and how apps access your location data. There's a new button that lets you share your precise location temporarily, and the permission automatically expires when you close the app. This is perfect for things like finding nearby restaurants or tagging your location in a social media post without giving the app permanent access to your location. The location privacy indicator is also getting an upgrade. You'll see a clear icon in your status bar whenever an app is accessing your location. Tapping this icon shows you which apps have recently used location data, and you can revoke permissions instantly if needed. Samsung Health is also getting regular updates as we wait for One UI 8.5. The latest version includes expanded iFit content and improved fitness tracking features. Samsung has been steadily adding new workout types and health monitoring capabilities. The integration with third-party fitness apps is getting better, making Samsung Health a more comprehensive wellness platform. One UI 9 will also bring significant accessibility improvements. Samsung has been working with their supporters program, which includes users with vision, hearing, and mobility needs. This feedback is driving real changes in how Samsung designs their interface. We've already seen features like real-time call captions and improved keyboard input for translation tools. One UI 9 should expand on these accessibility features with more inclusive design choices. Now, let me give you some practical advice while you wait for One UI 8.5. First, make sure your device is actually eligible for the update. Most Galaxy devices released in the last 3 years should get One UI 8.5, but check the Samsung Members app for the official compatibility list. Second, prepare your device for the update. Make sure you have at least 5 GB of free storage space. Update your apps to their latest versions. And consider backing up your important data just in case something goes wrong during the installation. Third, be patient with the rollout process. Samsung releases updates in waves to ensure stability. Even if your device is eligible, it might take a few days or weeks before the update reaches your specific model and region. You can check for updates manually by going to Settings, then Software Update, then Download and Install. But don't check every few hours, as this won't make the update arrive any faster. Fourth, consider joining Samsung's beta program for future updates. If you want early access to new features, Samsung often opens beta testing for One UI updates. You can sign up through the Samsung Members app when beta programs become available. Keep in mind that beta software can be unstable, so only join if you're comfortable with potential bugs and issues. Finally, manage your expectations about update timing. Samsung has gotten much better at software updates in recent years, but they still prioritize newer devices and certain regions. If you have an older Galaxy device or live in a region that typically gets updates later, be prepared to wait a bit longer than the initial rollout dates. The wait will be worth it though. One UI 8.5 represents a significant step forward for Samsung's software experience. The combination of performance improvements, new AI features, and enhanced usability makes this one of the most substantial updates Samsung has released in recent years. So there you have it, the complete picture of One UI 8.5 and what you can expect in April 2026. Based on Samsung's patterns and the current state of the beta program, most flagship Galaxy devices should see the stable update by late April or early May. The key is understanding where your device fits in Samsung's rollout priority and being patient with the process. One UI 8.5 brings real improvements that make the wait worthwhile, and the preview of One UI 9 features shows Samsung isn't slowing down their software development efforts. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more Samsung software updates. Drop a comment below and let me know which One UI 8.5 feature you're most excited about. And if you have a specific Galaxy device, tell me what you're hoping to see in terms of update timing. I read every comment and often use your questions to shape future videos. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss any breaking news about Samsung software releases. Until next time, keep checking those update notifications, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.